Hello and welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2.
I've been waiting for you, Doctor. Now, I will show the glorious achievement of what the world's leading scientist, Professor Gerald, has created. The Ark was the first space colony created by mankind. Not many people know that the Ark contained a top-secret research facility where weapons of mass destruction were being created. This is one of them, a weapon capable of destroying
Just a single one of them. There are multiple aboard the Ark, but the Eclipse Cannon is only one of them.
Entire planet. Was this my grandfather's legacy?
See, now this is what interested me in the previous playthrough. Destroying the planet seems... You know, Eggman does some bad stuff, but destroying the planet seems to be against his normal MO. His normal MO seems to be like, hey, I want to rule. I mean, even when he contacted the president, he was like, hey, the Eggman Empire, we run this shit now. I mean, I guess, you know, pointing a laser at the planet saying, I'll blow it up. You know, that's a good way to get what you want. So I suppose that's probably the reason why he did that.
To reactivate the machine, we need the 7 Chaos.
It's also interesting that the Chaos Emeralds
Once you have that,
seem to be more important on the villain side. I mean, I guess it always works out that way. Like in Sonic Adventure 1, they wanted to get the Chaos Emeralds to stop chaos from growing. And this one, they wanted to, you know, get the Chaos Emerald to stop them from using the laser thing, the Eclipse Cannon, I suppose. So I guess it's always a game of keep away from bad guys vis-a-vis emeralds, unless I guess in the original games you would get them and then power up. Okay, so now this is going to be the first time all 3 characters are together. We know Rouge was trying to find them. She seems to be, you know, a double agent, it would seem. She's talked about being an agent. We heard something about the president having an agent.
That huge emerald, you said something about a reaction that it may have with the Master Emerald. Now, if you could just let me borrow that radar, I may be able to help you.
So she's using them to be able to just track down Master Emerald, it would seem. We know that they don't need the Master Emerald. I thought she was going to kick him in the face, and I was so ready for that. But no, she's just kind of floating in the air. So she's going to trade Chaos Emerald for Master Emerald tracking stuff, it would seem. So she's here for treasure, but is she actually a double agent? Maybe I'm forgetting, like... I'm assuming that she's, like, trying to double agent them with, like... You know, oh, I'm actually working for the president as well, because, like, I know her and Shadow and, like, Sonic 06 are, like, secret agents or whatever. I'm not sure if that stems back to this game, or, you know, if that's a thing. It's interesting, you know, we have our team finally assembled. It took a while for the good guy side to fully assemble as a team, since Knuckles just kind of eventually showed up when he was like, oh, I got lost in the sewers. But, you know, Amy was palling around. It's so weird that Amy pals around but doesn't have, like, levels. Like, I mean, I guess it's not weird when you consider, like, the game design point of it, but it's just interesting that, you know, she was a playable character and then just hangs around and doesn't do much in this game. Also, Shadow's like this fucking guy face as Eggman tells him what to do is very, very good. And I mean, you know, they're just coming up with plans to get emeralds and stuff. Batgirl. I'm not sure. Okay, well, all right. Yeah, DC and all that. I mean, it's Batgirl, not capital B, capital G, Batgirl. So it's legally probably fine. Okay, so we're starting off with Eggman. I believe the last level we played was also an Eggman level. I wonder if Eggman gets the most levels out of any of the other characters. And oh, I'm dead already. Well, you know, I thought something might be behind us, so I turned around. And of course, you know, what was behind us but death. You know, sometimes you just gotta check. You never know. Now, I forgot our plan, what we were going to do vis-a-vis animals. In fact, I actually meant to go and mess around with the Chow Garden a little bit before beginning this playthrough, but then I forgot because I had to go and fix the audio, because as you two, the 2 people actually watching this video, are aware, there was audio issues for the last 2 episodes. That's actually what I was trying to say with the U2. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Sonic Adventure 2 strikes once again. I was getting a little cocky, you know, hadn't had any technical problems. You know, there's the jank. It's a janky game. That's not surprising. Oh, and hey, this is where Robotnik and Tails fight. That's interesting. Oh, and there's a little power up in there. Oh, and also our friend Big the Cat. Hello, our friend Big the Cat. Large cannon. So now we can break the iron cannons. I don't really like this one. He just kind of strapped a bazooka to the side of this thing. Also, something just totally just punched me in the back of my head while I wasn't looking. But I think I blew it up, so it's totally fine. No problems here. Oh, maybe it was this thing, and it just locked on. Maybe there's another one. Don't know. I do like the look of this mech improves greatly once you get the boosters and got the bigger, chunkier legs. Very good. I love that he did literally just strap a bazooka to the side of his mech, and now it's better. That bazooka is better than the fancy, homing. Well, I mean, the bazooka also has the homing feature in it, since we can lock on and stuff. But it's interesting that the bazooka is better than the gun that, assumedly Eggman made. Because, if he made these other... He had to have made these other power-ups, right? Like, same thing with Tails. I didn't think about it. Because it's like, they're things that fit and work on their robots. Like, are they just, like, standard parts? Like, that you would expect to, like, just like, oh, yes, this is a part that could work with any mech about this size. Maybe they're, like Zaku's or whatever, where it's like, yeah, they kind of have just, like, things where you can, like, sub out the different pieces. And then both the Tornado and, I don't know if, Eggman's Walker has a name other than, like, Egg Walker. I think Egg Walker was also the name of one of the bosses from Sonic Adventure 1. And I feel like I was making a point. But yeah, we didn't have any technical issues. Sound went away, even though OBS was telling me that I was recording sound. It was really weird. Don't entirely understand how that happened, but it did. And it took a good old turning off the computer and turning it back on to fix it. Just the good old standard. It was all it needed. But now we should have sound. I checked it before I started playing, so if it happened again, I'll be so confused. And oh my god, I just noticed that the Chow key is now a 3D object that, like, spins around. I had not noticed that in the previous episodes. I'm guessing that was a thing that they did in the Dreamcast version that they changed for the other versions. And honestly, not digging it. Like, I enjoy it, but it's got that 3D game energy that's both good and also, like, not great. Just having the flat icon of Chow is probably a better design decision. I do enjoy the key kind of, like, wobbling around interestingly. It is interesting. Just not sure if I entirely dig it. And yeah, okay, well, whatever. We'll just take the animals. I was planning on trying to get those fruit tree, the good fruit, hero fruit, dark fruit. So it doesn't matter what we do with our chows. We can just eventually just feed them the fruit until they become what we want them to be. And yeah, I figured that was death. Oh man, we are far back. We were probably right next to a checkpoint. It's gonna be a shame having to, like, just cram our beautiful babies' faces filled with the fruit of the good or the bad to make them what we want, rather than just buy good old-fashioned lovin', since it seemed like Sharon and Zippy were close to completion before. I'm not sure, but they were completely white. And now they're, like, blue, so they've gone, like, well, not Zippy, since we've kind of been ignoring Zippy for the most part. But it'll eventually happen. But eventually we'll get the trees. We'll be able to just feed them and make them become good and or bad. What we desire. And I was thinking about it, like, before I started playing this, I meant to go do some Chow stuff, see if I could win the races. Since the reason we were losing was because Chiron kept, like, tripping, and I was like, maybe if we played it again, we could get a setup where he doesn't trip. I'm not sure if that was random or just, like, a thing. Because the way those races were happening, Chiron kind of ended up in the back of the pack, and I'm not sure if he was tripping because he was pressing up against the other Chow, if that was, like, an intended thing to, like, oh, this is what makes this level a little bit more difficult than the other level, or just, just random bad luck that just happened to strike, multiple times in a row. Anything could have happened. I'm not entirely sure what happened. So I was thinking about going back and messing with that, because I looked into it and, like, we need those things to make the trees grow, and then it's going to take a couple, like, level playthroughs to make them grow on top of that. So we might not actually end up seeing... Oh shit, you can't even walk through the middle part. I don't know why I assumed we could. So I, just thinking about it, I was like, it'd be nice to, get a beat on... get ahead of the problems that we could have with the tree, and just kind of take care of it ahead of time. But then also, you know, this is an unrelated thought. Just, you know, it'd be nice to have those trees sooner than later. But also, I realized I had messed up since we do have this chow stat multiplier thing, and there's something directly behind us. Let's just turn around and shoot it. Doesn't seem like we're hitting it, so I'm not sure if it despawned. Yeah, actually, how are you supposed to hit that without just like jumping down there, which I'm not going to do, since we'll probably die when we do it. And there's something off to the right here too. I'm not sure if we can make that jump. Doesn't really look like there's anything all that important over there, so I'm not going to bother with it. We already got to power up this level. I don't know if they can do 2 power-ups a level. I'm not sure if that's a thing. Actually, didn't we get 2 power-ups in Final Rush? Because when we were playing Sonic, maybe I'm mixing up like Crazy Gadget. Maybe in Crazy Gadget we got the fire bracelet or whatever, let Sonic break iron things, and then Final Rush we got Mystic Melody. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But I'm not sure if all the characters have enough levels to get all of like the power-ups. I don't know. Maybe there are multiple power-ups in a level. I suppose we'll find out whenever we, you know, eventually go back and get all the power-ups we missed, because I assume we missed out on a whole bunch. Because, like, you know, there's the obvious stuff of, like, power-ups that we just couldn't get because they were, like, behind, like, some pathway we couldn't get to. And then just, you know, the standard, like, oh, I was just not paying enough attention. It's interesting that there's a lot of these robots, like, they throw them here and they're undeployed, so they're not hurting us, and they're just here for us to just blow up and, like, rack up points, I guess. The only purpose of them here. And I'm actually just going to run over here. There is a Chow Crate. What kind of animal came out? Cool Phoenix? I'll take a Cool Phoenix. Why the hell not? And there's also another Cool Phoenix up there. I don't know how to get to it exactly. Maybe there's a better jump power-up that we have to use. There is that cable. Oh, there's the spot to do the Mystic Melody. Maybe you do the Mystic Melody. It gets you up there. But we jump on the cable. Maybe it takes us somewhere high. Wait, why can't I can't jump up there. Maybe I gotta destroy more robots or something. Maybe once you destroy enough robots, it happens. Maybe that's part of the Mystic Melody thing. Is it lets something... Oh, no, I managed to get on there and then I jumped off. We're almost dead, which sucks because there's enemies shooting at us from off screen. And this one's like coming from over here. So, okay, so when we get up there, I just need to like turn around. If I can get on the thing again, we can shoot the things before they come. There we go. We blew them up, and there we go. Now we just jet over here. No Mystic Melody required to get a cool bird. Love these cool birds also. Would love to find something that would heal us, because we're almost dead, and almost dead. Isn't dead. That's pretty good, but also not what we want to be. And also the level design starting to repeat a little bit. It is interesting, this level. I thought this would be... Oh, no, I was going to say I thought this would be similar to the Prison Lane level that we saw with Tails, but I guess that was Dr. Robotnik's very first level, and I'm walking very carefully, just to cheat. I think we're good. Chiron has the cool ram horns. I don't want our children to have, matching things, We can... Oh, he just said Yosh again. Oh, I guess maybe there's more of those voice clips than I thought. Interesting. I love that the mech is just smoking because I beat the ever-living crap out of it. Not doing super hot, yep.
That was too close.
That was too close. You almost... One more hit and you would have been dead, Eggman. You're lucky that... Well, I guess I killed him a couple times due to poor jumps. Oh, yeah, I was like... Wait, for a second I was like, why does this game have a life system? And then I remembered, oh, yes, when you run out of lives, you die. But yeah, maybe buying those trees was a poor investment, because... Oh, I can't even see them anymore. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, they're just very small. Oh, the tree did grow a little bit. I thought you needed the watering can to make them grow. Perhaps the watering can just makes them grow faster. Did he just say Yosha? Like, I wonder if they made the English VA for Dr. Robotnik record those, or if they were just like, oh, we have these recordings from the Japanese VA, and we'll make them like just reuse them, whatever. Now I want to see something cool happen to Zippy over here. Zippy's got like red power. Oh, maybe it's like losing power. Like some animals probably confer like bigger bonuses than the drives, I imagine. But maybe they're like some animals give like negative points. I don't know. I haven't really been paying. Wait, did that tree just like totally grew like while I wasn't looking? Which is not. No, don't jump in the water just yet. Yeah, there we go. We got you a little tuft of feathers at the very least. Okay, so cool. Maybe we don't need the watering pail to complete the growing process. Also, I kind of wish Chiron, excuse me, I was going to call him Charon again. Kind of wish. Oh yeah, they can swim now. So now they don't drown. They can just jump in the water and be happy. And I know you want to go for a swim, but I gotta give you these chaos drives. We gotta power you up. I gotta get some fruit in you, and then you can swim while I'm gone. While I'm gone, you can do as much swimming as you want. Because otherwise, you won't. If you swim, then you can't do these things, and also then you have to wait the whole, an hour, 15 minutes. I don't remember how long you're supposed to not swim after you eat, because that's not too much of a concern, because I don't swim very. Your wings detached a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of chow stuff, so it makes sense that not everything will be perfect. Actually, I think we can sell these back to the black market. I think we can sell like the eggs and like the fruit to the black market for a couple. It looks like it's trying to grow again. Maybe these grow faster than expected, because like the leaves are like jutting off of the things. But yeah, maybe these were a bad investment, since the chow can grow naturally into being heroes or villains. Maybe it would have been a better investment to get like a fruit tree that like bettered their stats, since like some of the more expensive fruit gives them more endurance than these normal fruit. But even if they don't, I suppose we can always like grow the hero and dark fruit and then sell them back to the black market if that's a thing you can do. I bet it's worth a couple points. Oh man, even Amy got them backwards. I mean, she saw him from the back. She'll see his cool, scary face and immediately know, it's not him. But from the back, like, he's black and red. That's not blue. That was very good. She was, why is Amy here? I guess Amy saw Shadow. In the distance, saw the silhouette. Maybe that's what it is, because he's black. Like, he looked like a silhouette against the sun, and was like, "Oh, yes, that is Sonic," and chased after them all the way to this aircraft carrier. They flew all the way to the aircraft carrier. She came after because she's very dedicated, and then then hijinks ensued. It's very funny to see why this happened. Amy just happened to barge in on what they were doing. So Eggman was like, I guess I'll murder Amy. Why not? Who cares?
Better luck next time, Fox.
I wonder if this was a stage first or if it was a boss level first. I'm thinking maybe the stage aspect came first, since the that arena was just reused geometry from the stage, which, I mean, it could be the stage reused the geography. Oh, she's cold in here. Oh, we only have 5 minutes in here? Oh, Jesus. Only 5 minutes in one of these stages. That would be rough if we didn't have this upgraded sensor, I say, as if it's not. I'm literally using a cheat that let me have that. Oh, there's the golden beetle. I shouldn't worry about it. I don't know what it does if we were to kill it. We are going farther away from the emerald. But this is interesting, Rouge seems to have a unique level. Not only does Nucky, as we lovingly call him, Nucky doesn't come here, but also, like, no one else seems to have a stage like this. We are in yellow territory. We saw a green when we went upstairs, so one could assume that is it in there? No, we just blew up some crates for no reason. Oh, she's after Chaos Emeralds. I should have figured that out. I was like, the icon looked different, but I didn't put it together. I probably would have understood that if I were listening to the thing. Okay, so interesting. So they came here specifically so Rouge could break into the prison government complex to get Chaos Emeralds, and she's just gonna steal 3 Chaos Emeralds from this place. I guess the military had found some, and like the Dragon Ball metaphor, I think analogy that I used in the previous episode. It's like the Red Ribbon Army. They found some Dragon Balls and they wanted to keep them safe or whatever, and then we're gonna go steal a bunch of them from them at once. was never like a giant Dragon Ball fan. I liked Dragon Ball a whole lot, but couldn't really get into Z, which made me a social pariah in the elementary school, because it was like, wait, you don't like Dragon Ball? Like, I didn't dislike Dragon Ball Z, but I liked the original Dragon Ball better. So I always just liked the fun little adventure. Was really happy when I eventually got around to watching Battle of the Gods, and it was like, oh shit, this is like just like a great little dumb Dragon Ball adventure with a Dragon Ball Z fight at the end. It was good. That's the good stuff. Since we're playing Sonic, which Sonic and Dragon Ball, I'm nodding my head because they're very similar. And also we only have 2 more minutes, and we've only found a single emerald. We are getting close though to one, so maybe it's not all that bad. Oh, there's a Chow thing. I'm gonna actually rush. Oh, I actually.
I thought I could do it.
Yeah, I thought we could do it too. I was like, I should rush in there to get the thingy, the Chow thingy majig, because it's like, I saw it. I was like, I have invincibility frames. I should go for it, but no, that was a bad instinct, a bad call. Since you saw what happened. Luckily, that did restart our timer, which explains how I was able to beat this as a wee lad. Because you've seen, I'm not too good at that. What is? Oh, did she say Yosh too? I wonder if they're just like a lot of voice lines that they didn't re-record for the Dark storyline, because they were like, oh, most people are gonna focus on the Sonic storyline, and the Dark storyline came after, kind of like how with Pokemon. Sometimes when they translate them, they'll translate one version will be the defining version that they translate, and then they just kind of make adjustments to the other ones, even if it doesn't entirely make sense. Like for just things, the way things would be worded with version legendaries, whatever. There was a video I saw about Omega Ruby talking about that at one point, and I had never even considered that at any point previous to that. Will it shut off all the lasers? I was hoping that would shut off all the lasers, but also hoping that it wouldn't, because if it shut off all the lasers, my just ramming my head against all these lasers multiple times was not worth our while. And no, I don't want to get hit by the lasers, but I also want here. What I want to do is I want to get over this. I want to jump up on here. There we go. Thank you, Rouge. Oh, damn, I was so sure it would be in here, but it seems like there's another layer of platforms. How are we supposed to get up there? I died again. Man, we might get our first game over here. Because, yeah, I was like, when I saw there was a 5-minute time limit, I was very concerned. Like, how the hell did I ever finish this as a kid? But I probably brute forced it the way we currently are. Where just, oh, I die, I keep my things. We get to see what a game over looks like. That'll be interesting. And, I was looking for the wall that I wanted to climb. The wall I wanted to climb. For some reason, I assumed that I had to fight the camera to look behind me, but no, it was literally in front of me. Sometimes the game is programmed in ways that it's programmed in ways that are designed to be helpful and help you out. But sometimes you don't expect it, and you don't accept help when you should take it. Also, this is a wall. I don't know why I keep not considering most things are in fact walls, and we can use them to just glide up to the top. But I don't see an emerald up there. There is there's like a capsule that would have a thing in it, which would be nice. But it doesn't seem to be emerald time. And in fact, I don't think it's possible to get up there without maybe I don't think it's possible to get up there without why can't I get down? There's some kind of air current here that's stopping me from just skipping this segment. That's interesting that they programmed an air current to stop you from cheesing a segment. And that thing tried to get me, but it was too slow by half, or it was probably not exactly by half, because it was a very close thing. And we actually got to use the there's the emerald. I'm not sure if it was just if it re-randomized its location at some point, or if just I totally didn't notice. I probably just straight up ran past it and didn't notice. I'm gonna come in here and get some rings. Why not? And I was actually interested in seeing the game over, but Well, I shouldn't say that. That like, oh, but now we're not going to get it. But we could still very easily lose. What is this switch? Maybe to stop the crushy boy. A lot of boxes here. Oh, and there we go. We got the last emerald. So we only have a single life, but we didn't game over. God, her ears are so floppy. You know, Rouge's body in this game's a little concerning. You know, sometimes the bat baps a little too. Oh shit, we got an A rank too.
Like me?
I feel like that one's a little bit cheating since they reset the timer every time we died, and we essentially only had to find a single emerald. Don't feel like I earned that A rank. Sometimes the bat bap too fat. Sometimes the booty does things that are a little weird and strange, but the floppy ears, very, very good. You say flying dog? I mean, I guess dog fights are a thing. But this is the boss fight I was remembering earlier when we were fighting Hot Shot. I remembered this stage with like grates on the side, and this is why, because we're going to Rouge, we can like fly into him to attack. I'm not sure if he'll come down and let us attack, or if we have to fly into him to hurt him. Nope, doesn't seem flying into him to hurt him is what we're doing here at the moment, or at the very least, not doing it literally at the moment. Perhaps now no, not even then. So how are we supposed to hurt this thing? Because it hasn't landed yet. You know, we do have a little attack, but we don't have like a twirl up. We have a twirl down, but no twirl up. I guess this is why this boss stuck out to me, because at the moment, don't know how to hurt it. Like, I suppose we could wait for it to get directly below us, and then like we could do the that attack to hit it. Maybe that's the way you're supposed to hit it. You're not supposed to use just the hurt box that like juts out in front of you. Yeah, okay, that's what we got to do. Which is, you know, could be a little tricky, but it'll be fine. We fought this boss 3 times now, or well, maybe this is the 3rd time. It is nice that they managed to find a way to use what's essentially the same boss 3 times in a row without it being too boring. Like, I mean, I guess, you know, between Bigfoot, Hotshot, not too much a difference. Like, I was waiting for it to like enter an attackable state. Oh, hey, I even actually managed to hit it with that thing. I was waiting for it to enter what I assumed would be like a vulnerable state. But perhaps, you know, this thing's more vulnerable than the other ones. Yeah, we can just kind of attack it more easily than I expected. So, Big Shot, Hot Foot, other way around. Probably very similar in that they have like... Did we? Rouge lit up like she was hurt. Because like whenever you hit these bosses, they like flash red to show like, oh, you've injured them. And I'm not sure if that was... well, okay, I was going to say I'm not sure if that was the effect of the crosshair going over her, or if that was something like I got injured, but the game didn't subtract my rings. So I was like, but we know it was the thing. The reticle just eclipsing her model and then making it go all red for whatever reason. Oh nope, not attacking her correctly. Flying dog. I know we hear a man's voice, or at least a masculine voice, but flying dog, her, I guess, since that's what I said. Yeah, not bad at all. That was an interesting boss. Definitely the most interesting version of that boss fight. You know, being able to more freely attack it. Sonic and Shadow, I think they fight at the beginning of the forest.
Trapped inside this locked safe with a Chaos Emerald. I guess I won't be able to call myself a treasure hunter anymore.
So she got stuck in the thing. Wait, oh, so I guess maybe the military put like a lockdown on the thing. Like, nope, we're not letting you out with the emerald. She said with a Chaos Emerald, but those are emeralds. Those are 3. It's a plural, Rouge. I mean, it seems like she's dying, so not sure. So what was Shadow's job and all that? I mean, I probably would have known Shadow's job had I been listening to their plan, because their plan seemed pretty straightforward to me. Oh, we never got Lightspeed Dash to Shadow, now that I think about it. We haven't gotten any upgrades to Shadow. I think, is this only our 2nd Shadow level? This might be our 3rd Shadow level. Because we've done Radical Highway, but I don't remember any others. But we didn't find Lightspeed Dash. There was a thing where Omochao was like, hey, you should do Lightspeed Dash, idiot. But, you know, I didn't have the ability to do it. I'm sorry, Omochao. Give me a break. Perhaps we'll find it in this level, not sure. Okay, so we have the time limit to escape. I guess the time limit for this time is the bomb going off. That would assumedly kill Rouge. Whereas Sonic's time limit was to escape the island before it exploded. Oh, that ended up working out in the end. Oh, that was an Omochao. I thought it was an animal. Yep.
defeat the spike.
So it's interesting. Like we have a time limit for this level for a complete. Oh yeah, we can't break that. For a completely different reason than Sonic's. And I remember this level being called White Jungle. And I was like, wait, is it snowy? But I think I was forgetting or mixing it up with in Sonic 06. Shadow does like that skateboarding down a like icy mountain level. I think I was just mixing that up with that one. So at the end of this, we're going to save Rouge somehow, and I missed that speed booster. We're going to save Rouge somehow, and then we're going to fight Sonic, which will be a little weird to see how that happens, because we're going to hit the end of the jungle. Actually, let's just... No, I was like, we could just somersault under the grate, but I wanted to come up here. There's a bird. Let's just, grab the bird, do the loop-de-loop and pull. Shoes are looking cool. Oh, that robot was flying. I don't know if those... Oh, yeah, the robots do fly, don't they, huh? I guess normally they just float in place, so it doesn't, come off as that obvious that they float. And also, I'm just not paying attention. It is interesting, though, the way they find ways to reuse levels, but make them just slightly different. Like the White Jungle, and I don't remember the... Oh, we can't Lightspeed Dash. Is Lightspeed Dash just in this box? That'd be nice. I guess we'll go down here and see if we can find Lightspeed Dash, or perhaps just an alternate route. Nope, air shoes. Not feeling the air shoes. They just kind of make his shoes look kind of big and clunky in a kind of a dorky way. Whereas like Sonic gets like a little like glowing thing on the end. It just makes his shoes have this weird like big fat nub on the end. Not into it. Yeah, it's just like, oh, it's the forest level that, or excuse me, it's a jungle that Sonic goes to. But now it's raining a lot of water, so it's like, oh yeah, like Whitewater Rapid. And like we saw the lagoon. Oh, there's Big the Cat. I'm always going to point out Big the Cat and be very surprised every single time I see him, because hot dog, I love that cat. Which was, I was gonna say hot damn at first, but then I said hot dog instead. And oh, I was about to do the bounce move, but we did not pick up the bounce move. And also, we didn't get any. We didn't go to the Chow Garden as Rouge. I guess because I died. We lost the Chow Key. Did we go to the? We didn't go to the Chow Garden. She fought a boss. Normally, you would fight. Something weird happened. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if we should take the bungee or just keep going this way. I'm gonna keep going this way because it seemed secret, and the woohoo secret was some animals. So sure, cool. And we get to do a Lightspeed Dash. Sorry, Parrot. And oh, we're at the end of the level. Is there something right here? Oh, it was an Omo Chow. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you, Omo Chow.
Here we go.
Here we go. That was a bit of a weird voice clip. I guess they're still trying to figure out the character, probably the voice for Shadow. I wonder if Shadow's voice actors changed. I imagine it has. Like, we've been through... Oh, rank B. We've gone through, like, 3 Sonic game voice actors. So I can only assume... I mean, the Sonic VA was, like, the first one in Sonic Adventure 2 for a while. And then... So I assume... I can only assume that we went through a couple Shadows as well. It's hard to say because I don't know. It's easy to say... if I did know. That's just how it works, baby. I'm interested to see how the black works with this color scheme that we got going on for Chiron. I imagine it'll look pretty good. Black goes well with pink, purple, blue. So probably end up looking pretty good. The white one, it did look pretty fresh. I did like it pretty good. I do want to find new feet for Chiron though. That would be nice. Some new feet, because while his feet are fine, they're a bit of a lighter pink. I think they're like the ram, the sheep, like feet. Whereas I would like more, maybe if we could find like a dragon. Like, I'm not sure what gave you your hands. I think his hands were from the dragon as well. So if we ever find another dragon, we'll give it to him and see what we can do. My boy, I know you love to swim, but we have some experiments to do on you. We're not going to use the... Not going to use the skunks, because not super into the skunk benefits that it gives. Arms, good. Now we have arms that match our cute little ears. And it's time to throw some birds at you and see if something happens. Take this condor vulture. No wings. But no, you got some like feathers. That's cute. Oh, and made a cute little face. Maybe you liked it. Maybe you're yawning. It's hard to say. I don't understand the Chow. I know you just got your feather tucked back. One and some wings. Perhaps we have to feed him a couple times. The tree getting bigger again, or is it just still floating off into space? It seems like it's just the the stuff's getting the foliage. Foliage. That's how you say that word. Had to play around with it in my mouth to figure it out. The foliage getting higher, but the tree itself not actually growing. I suppose I could go do some baby races. Our son is so fast. Before we came in last place, Chiron kept tripping, but now, oh, that's a cute little water pail. I love watering pails with special designs. Pokemon series, very good about that. An elephant watering pail, a classic. It's perfect. So that's very good. And Chiron, such a fast little trooper, so good. So we got the watering pail. How we make him water? If we just put him close to a tree, will he just go ahead and like, oh yeah, I should water this? No? Oh, he's tripped. And the fruit's back to being green again. Not sure. This must be like a weird mod thing where it's trying to like pick between the things. The Sonic Adventure Dreamcast and the Sonic Adventure this version. Can you water this please, buddy? Did I mess up by like planting it without him watering it first? Was it like you're supposed to like, hey, whenever you plant it, you have to have both. So it plants the tree, then waters the tree, and maybe that makes it grow faster. Yes, I'm petting you because I love you, but also I'm petting you because I want you to look at this tree and do something about it. No. Maybe I have messed up and we are unable to water the tree. Perhaps the tree will just grow now, and eventually something good will happen. Maybe I should pick up our other son, but our other son didn't win the pail. I don't know if every child needs to win the pail individually. Maybe the pail is like an actual item in the world that we need to go grab, as opposed to the shovel. Where the shovel, Chiron just pulled that thing out of like nowhere and was like, he hammer spaced it out and was like, oh, okay, cool, it's time to plant. But no, I'm not seeing it in the garden, so not entirely sure. Doesn't really matter. It's time to move on.
Hey,
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my...
You eat those words.
Rude.
Classic. Such a good cutscene. I'm so glad that they cut each other off. I had totally forgotten that we were supposed to be fighting Sonic in the last thing. I got so busy with baby time that I had forgotten that. Oh yeah, we're supposed to have the cool cutscene where we fight the Sonic Hedgehog. And also, I do want to beat him quickly, but I'm just noticing this. The grates here. Like, what is the point of that? I don't think we get like a power up that lets us pass through grates. Maybe there's another power up that lets you break the grate crates without like needing to use a missile or anything. Okay, so now the bomb's gonna blow up, and when the bomb blows up, it sets off the island exploding thing.
Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with
But what about Rouge? We were going to save Rouge, weren't we? So maybe we'll like have a little like cutscene where he like chaos control, like warp speed and MacGuffin power. No, he just shows up there. He just gets there. It was just there. Oh no, some time passed. Okay, so he got there, and now he's gonna chaos. He's got 3 of those, so it probably makes it go even better. I wonder where they'll end up. Now we have the FMV of the island blowing up. I was gonna say I'm not sure if this is a different angle, but it does seem to be the same angle from before. We don't see tails flying away though, so they did have a slightly different version. I love just arc, and it came and went way too fast. Also, this girl is just so upsetting to look at. The humans in this game that aren't Eggman, not feeling
The
it.
reason for his existence was making people happy through the power of science.
Shadow.
Maria, I just don't know anything anymore. I often wonder why I was created, what my purpose is for being here. Maybe if I go down there, I will find the answers. Maybe.
Child's just like, man, this is way too deep for me. I just live here,
Why
dog.
so melancholy? That was so unexpected.
Also, he
So
like just
unlike
warped
you,
them up to
Shadow,
Ark.
to
Maybe
come and rescue
maybe there
me.
was a time skip there, but
Your ability
I'm
to
assu-
use the chaos control certainly comes
it
in
seems like they
handy.
just warp straight here.
You know, I didn't come to save you. I came back for the Chaos Emeralds.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shadow.
but then again,
being one
that's
of
not
the
whole
Soonders.
story, is it?
Did Eggman just walk in and just like
Are you
burp?
sure?
Because he just
We
walked
only
in and
have
was like,
6 of the
"Ugh."
Chaos Emeralds, you know.
Oh no, we only have
That's
6.
more than enough.
I wonder where the last one could be.
So let's get the show on the road.
Oh yeah, they haven't blown up the thing. Also, that's a very Chad Strut from our friend Shadow the Hedgehog. We haven't seen the you know, I am genius, I am great, I am emperor yet. So this is probably exactly the same cutscene as from before, where we're going to see the Ark, you know, show up, blow up the thing. I'm so interested in Ark as like, where's this thing been hanging out? Because it's like, it's just up there. Like, is it just chilling up there and people are just like, oh yeah, there's a lot of like mad scientists on our planet, assuming that, you know, Sonic, like the original Sonic the Hedgehog games, take place on this planet. All the lore is connected. I think it's supposed to be, because like in Sonic Adventure 1, I remember in Chess's streams that I mentioned in like the first episode, them talking about like, oh, and this level's supposed to be like by like this level from like you know, Sonic 3 or whatever, because there's a lot of Angel Island there. So assumingly, like, you know, Green Hill Zone is somewhere on this planet. These people are just used to, you know, mad scientists who just go and make a big planet-sized thing. Because I think there's like the big egg moon planet thing in Sonic 3. Is that Sonic 2? Like I said, those games didn't really gel super well with me.